what I've realized is that when you begin to enjoy the process, when you begin to work hard, and in fact you begin to enjoy working hard, some people are going to think you're weird. Some people are going to think you're weird. They're not going to understand, right? But the thing is, that's actually a good sign. It's not a bad sign. That is a sign that you are going in the right direction, that you're turning away from the worldly desires, that you're turning away from what most people do, right? Because Satan is in control of this generation, okay? Through music, through media, through everything, right? He is in control. So he's got control over most people, right? So if you're doing what most people are doing, if you're accepted in society, basically, right, and doing the things that everyone does, then you too will be getting into the lies of Satan. You too will be deceived, right? But when you go against that, when you actually begin to find purpose and goodness in God, you begin to be purposeful, you begin to grow, you begin to flourish in your faith and really find purpose. And one of the main things is to enjoy work, right? Because in this generation, in this day and age, no one actually likes work, right? Most people don't actually like the work that they do. They don't like to go and study, right? They don't like to go and work hard. Instead, they like to consume. Most people consume, right? Everyone consumes, right? You see everyone on their phones, like scrolling, right? But when you learn to create, when you learn to enjoy creating instead of consuming, adding value to the world instead of just going and, sapping away your energy and time by just watching pointless content, right? When you begin to actually go and find purpose and begin to post content and help other people, right, and grow and develop and flourish and work hard and begin to enjoy that work and find purpose in that, people are going to think you're weird, right? Because that's not what most people do, right? Everyone is too busy, right, going and giving into sin, right, and thinking that it's normal, going and scrolling, sapping away their energy, sapping away their time, sapping away their purpose through giving into the lies of Satan, okay, through doing the easy things, through giving into instant gratification rather than long-term gratification, which is so much more fulfilling, rather than turning to God, Yahweh, the creator of this beautiful world, right? So again, some people are going to think you're weird, right? But that is a sign to keep going, right? That is a sign to keep going, because again, when it pays out, no one's going to think you're weird, right? When you go and start to build that success, when you start to go and grow and develop in those initial stages, maybe some people might think that. I mean, when you get the success, right? When you get the success, no one's going to think you're weird anymore, right? They may not understand, but when you get that result, when you find that success, when you find that purpose, that's when it's going to make all the difference. People are going to wonder, how'd you do it? You did the things that everyone else does not want to do. You worked hard, right, when no one wants to work hard. In fact, you enjoyed the work, which no one does, right? You don't hear anyone say that. Everyone hates the work. They just want to go and chill and consume and, kick back, right? Watch some Netflix, go and, play a bit of PlayStation, right? A little bit of Xbox, right? Go and just scroll, you know what I mean? Just eat whatever food, right? Just go and chill, right? That's it, bro. After a hard day of 9 to 5 grind, you know what I mean? You just do that. Okay, but this is different, bro. This is a more fulfilling, but that never fulfills you. That's instant gratification never fulfills you. But what actually fulfills you and it ignites a fire in your soul, what allows you to find purpose, to find fulfillment and contentment, is to grow closer to God. Is to go in faith and love and to become the best version of yourself, so you look to improve through Christ and renew your life. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and have a truly blessed day. Amen.
I cannot fail if the Lord's with me. Same way if the Lord's with you. Exodus 14 verse 14. I need to be still when the Lord comes through. That's true. Not gonna be easy. Push through the pain like a wisdom tooth. For real. He don't leave us alone. He gave us man's the spirit of truth.